sent yesterday to the Acting Comptroller General of the United States, Jean Dozaro, and copies will be made available to anyone that wants them, and they'll go on my website. So I conclude, Madam Chair, by just observing the instances where the appointment of an emergency manager has not only not served to repair the finances of local jurisdictions, but that in some instances it's worsened them.
That's right.
E-Course, a receiver was appointed in 1986, and then a second one in 2009. And yet, the city has not yet returned to fiscal stability. Ham Chairman, placed under control of an emergency manager from 2000 to 2007. And yet, they are still reportedly unable to make pension payments even at this moment. Highland Park, under emergency manager from 2001 to 2009. DTE removed more than 1,000 streetlights because the city owed $4.5 million on its power bill. Former State Senator Martha Scott can testify to that in greater detail. Flint, Michigan, under control of an emergency manager from 2002 to 2006. Benton Harbor, and of course our own Detroit Public School system.
That's right, that's right.
Let's not forget that as well. And so there are documented incidents of fiscal mismanagement and conflicts of interest, as well as a proliferation of emergency managers throughout the state of Michigan, and we believe the General Accounting Office of the United States government should look into this, to investigate it thoroughly, and report back to the members of Congress who have signed on with me. And I thank you for allowing me.
Thank you very much, Congressman John Conyers.
Thank you. And thank everybody for being here.
Reverend Jesse Lewis Jackson is an icon. He is a trailblazer. He's a torchbearer.
That's right.
He's a freedom fighter par excellence. And we're so honored and blessed that he is here on this sacred ground in the Irving L. Henderson Auditorium here in the Coleman A. Young Municipal Center to stand once again on behalf of freedom and peace and justice and dignity.
That's right.
And the constitutional protection that ought to be in place for all citizens of these United States. Let us welcome Reverend Jesse Jackson.
Before going to Washington for the bigger march on the issue of basic social justice. And that march led to the Public Accommodation Bill, and that march led to the right to vote settlement in 1965, the first Sunday in March of 1965. We got that right in 1965, August the 6th. And ever since we've had the right to vote, schemes to undermine it or states' rights to take over again have never stopped. No. The schemes involved gerrymandering, annexation at large, roll purging, voter suppression, eminent domain, and now government takeover by a governor. If the governor of Michigan can disenfranchise cities from Benton Harbor and sell off lakefront property to Detroit and sell off riverfront property, why can't the governor of Alabama do it? Or governor of Georgia disenfranchise Atlanta? Or the governor of Illinois disenfranchised a debt-ridden Chicago that's now set up closing 50 schools announced today. We are paying a huge price